expectations. Now him be the mother of manifestations. Through God's celebrations, now him he go grab your promotion. Hey, yeah, in this our nation, if you know set I won't be saying you know go get
Very wonderful audience out there in your various offices and your homes and your various zones of comfort. We welcome you to this particular session, this particular week, where we are reaching you live from the confines of the Uyo Catholic Media. This is a Sonax production. Today we want to consider in a very special way the wonderful gifts God gave to us, none other than our children, the one that we hold in high esteem, preparing them for their future. I am not here alone. I am here with Samantha. Say hi to the people, Samantha.
Hi everyone, so good to have you in today's show.
I'm equally here with Cosmos. Cosmos, what do you say to the people?
Very warm greetings to very delectable audience and welcome to today's podcast session.
Thank you so much. I still remain Ezekiel Lutang, aka MC Black, the black microphone guy that handles your occasion very well. Today we are having this podcast, a session on the topic vacation vibes, making our children rest without loss of focus. Making our children rest without loss of focus. That's what we have on our table this morning. Of course, this will really benefit our mothers and our fathers who are out there. And of course, this is a time we always enjoy our time with the children. So what's vacation? A time where the children rest from studies, rest from academic activities, rest from the rigorous schooling activities, where their brains will be reset, they will be refreshed, and they will have the vigor for another academic session, another academic term as applicable. But when we talk about the effects now, we are considering how positive do these children, how positive are the impacts of the vacation on the children. Of course, we will not fail to pay attention to the negative aspects of it, if not tailored properly. And so, I want to begin from my right, Mrs. Samantha. Let's look at the positive effects of vacation, holidays. How do you see it on the children?
Thank you very much, sir. So it is such a sweet time that every parent expects, not just the parents, the children themselves expect vacation, because it is such a season, a period whereby children have some relief from their stress. They encounter several activities that makes them happy. Okay, so we could see one of the positive impacts as mental health. It's going to help their mental health. I hope you know that children do stress a lot during school sessions. Children, we may say, they are just children now, but then as a mother, take a look at the activities, the routine, waking up very early in the morning, taking them back out in the morning, taking them back home in the evening. So these people, though they are kids, they also have feelings to experience stress. So vacation like this is such a beautiful period where these guys get to rest. They have the opportunity to visit friends, family members, they travel, they do the things that during school period they wouldn't have enough time to actually experience those. So it has great effects, positive impact and effect on the kids and also the parents, because everyone happens to rest at that period.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Samantha. That's on a general note.
Yeah.
Mr. Cosmos, do you have any particular areas on the positive notes where, the vacation or holidays, could have on the children?
All right, thank you very much. one of the areas I want to talk about is the bonding time the holiday has for the parents. Because of the nature of the schooling demands, having to leave the house very early in the morning, spending most of the time with the teachers at school, and retiring home in the evening. Sometimes does not really offer the parents the opportunity of spending quality time with their children, having to know what their challenges are. I'm also having to look at the way they behave. So the holidays provides that opportunity for the parents to spend more time with their children. Again, just like Samantha has rightfully mentioned, it offers an opportunity to be refreshed. After the demands of the academic session, having to run from September to July, as the case may be, despite the fact that there are some holidays within, but this vacation, which is longer than the usual termly holidays, offers them the opportunity to rest properly and be refreshed, re-energized for the next academic session.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cosmos. Just to add to that, the vacation offers the children a time for independence, a time for creativity, where they explore their hobbies, and of course, the parents use this opportunity to equally advise them and counsel them on the right path to follow. Some of them who are religious inclined, they use this opportunity to handle one or two matters, one or two issues that has to do with the church. They blend, in the social and in the religious aspect, they blend so that the child grows up as a balanced individual. Okay, we are still reaching you live from the U Catholic Media Sonax production. We are on the topic vacation vibes, making our children rest without loss of focus. We have considered how impactful this concept of vacation can be on the children. On the positive side, it helps the child grow. It makes the child explore. It encourages bonding, and it makes the child to be refreshed from the rigorous schooling activities preparatory to the beginning of a new session or a new academic term afresh. But let's look at the negative aspects of this. Whatever has the pros has the cons. So, Mrs. Samantha,
Yes.
in the course of your vacation, what are the setbacks?
Okay, I'd love to actually focus on the one that I find really troubling. And that has to do with you observing children, school children during their vacation, they seem to forget themselves. They seem to dwell more in, should I say, play. They play a lot. They do things that you know too well that the lifestyle that the parents have allowed is definitely going to affect these people when they get back to school.
They're easily carried away.
Yes, you find them involving in activities like, for example, screen time. Children get to watch, spend more time on the screen, watch cartoons, whereas if the parents actually had their timings and their preparations very well for the holiday, they would have initiated ideas like, oh, kid, come and learn coding. Oh, kid, come and learn technical skill. Come and learn sewing. Come and learn one skill or the other, whether technical skill or vocational skill, anything. But then they seem to forget themselves, and the parents sometimes are not helping matters because I see it as a flaw on their end, not putting blames on the children. So that is the aspect that I know is really going to affect these kids when they get back to school, because the teachers would look like they did nothing. So everything seems like it is starting afresh. The things that we taught already during the previous sessions, like if you ask a child, he or she looks blank because the kind of play they engaged in, forgetting their books, forgetting study time, has completely wiped what the teacher impacted so
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
So that is the number one aspect I have noticed.
Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, put simply, the home and the environment around the home serves as a laboratory for the practicals of the theoretical concepts taught the child in school. So, parents, you have a duty. This is a wake up call to parents. Wake up to this particular responsibility of driving home the message in the minds of the children. What they are taught in school, create an ambience at home for them to put to practice, which of course will help their upbringing and get them prepared to forge ahead in their academic pursuits. Mr. Cosmos, what would be your advice specifically to parents in this regard?
Thank you very much. The holidays itself is not bad, but what we make out of it determines how good and or how bad we can describe the holiday to be. The advice, my advice to the parents will be for them to try to find a balance. Just like what Aristotle has said, that virtue lies in the balance. You need to create a balance, between how to utilize the holiday well. That is to say, the activities to engage the children with, to keep their minds sharpened, to keep them very much alert and keep them abreast with what is happening around. Again, in as much as we know that the children needs to rest, we also have to balance that rest with other engaging activities so that they cannot deviate from what they have learned already in school, or they will not be so much submerged in the play that they forget what they learned in school, or it will not so much again overstress them with academic activities or mental activities that they wouldn't also have time to rest and get refreshed for the next academic session.
Thank you so much. Still on the pedestal of advice, Mrs. Samantha, what could you add?
Okay, just to add to what my brother Cosmos has said, balance is everything. Anything that is too much, there is definitely going to be a problem. So parents should find a common ground to strike a balance. I think I should share this. Parents, if you ask me from a personal point of view, I think you should create a schedule. Create a schedule for your kids. A routine schedule that would run from when they wake up to their sleep time. It will help a lot. That is what helps me and a few people that I share this idea with, and they actually called to thank me. If you try this out, let your home have a timetable, a schedule that runs where you fit in everything that matters, including rest time, play time. It matters a lot. It will help them too. So do not just wake up one morning and run your days carelessly. So strike a balance. That's the word.
Thank you so much. The message here is that consistency is key. So dear parents, continue, just as Mrs. Samantha has said, continue to keep the children alive. Alive with what? With a regimented kind of life. Especially those of them who are boarders, they have a schedule. They have a regimented program. So even at home, it is pertinent that we continue in this regard so as to help the child be balanced. Those of us who could afford to continue the children with holiday lessons in as much as they are not so rigorous, is fine. These lessons help the children to still be alive and preparatory to the beginning of a new session. So today's edition is quite very brief, and apart from that, a Roman citizen would say tempus habemus non, being that we do not have time. And of course, I'll borrow from them to say tempus finita est, as our time has finished. Ladies and gentlemen out there, we have come to the end of our session, and so once again we reach back to you parents. Please keep the children engaged, keep the children refreshed, let the ambience be there for them to be balanced during this holiday, that the holiday may be quite rewarding, preparing them for a wonderful reception by their teachers come September. Thank you so much from the studios of the Your Catholic Media Sonax production. We, Samantha, Cosmos, and my very self, Ezekiel Lutang, MC Black, we say we love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Holy Spirit, God lives in my body and soul, functioning in